Hello everyone, it's Maria here from pepperlyrose.blogspot.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sydney, Australia. Thank you all so much for joining me today and taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it. I'd like to thank those that have subscribed and recently as well. I can't thank you all enough for your kindness and your support. I really appreciate it, and your comments have been so lovely and so supportive, and that just helps me to keep going and to sharing, because I do enjoy sharing my crafting and sharing that with you. And I've learned so much from other demonstrators and other people that have freely shared their talents online, so I thank them as well for their inspiration. So yeah, today I'm going to share a card that was inspired by a design that I had seen at K. I'm not sure if you've heard of it in the States. It's just a store here in Australia that's sort of Swedish design inspired, and the designs are beautiful and simple, and I love their colours and I love their designs. So I had seen something there that was quite inspirational to me. I love their colour combinations, so I'm going to be using that today. So I'll start off with the colour combination I'm using today. So today I'm going to use Night of Navy cardstock as the base, and it's half an A4 sheet cut in half and then scored in half again. Using also Calypso Coral, Soft Sky, Pink Pirouette and Whisper White. And I loved this colour combination and I loved what I saw. So I'm going to make a card inspired by what I've seen at KKK. And I'll be using the Celebration freebie stamp so very much. We have about 2 weeks to go for Celebration. So if you are interested in getting any free product, you need to make a qualifying order of about $90 or more. So every $90 increment you spend, you get one free item, and this is one of them. There's so very much, and I just love the scripty thank you, and it can be used for so many occasions. So great set. So I'm going to show you how to make a project with this today. I'm using the Botanical Blooms stamp set, and I'll be using this image here. I'm also using the Botanical Builder Framelits dies. And yeah, so you'll be seeing a few things made with these dies. They're gorgeous. And I'm using the Swirly Scribbles Thinlits dies, and I'll be using this image, or this die cut here. So we'll get started on the card. I've got my Night of Navy card base. I'm just going to fold and burnish that score line. I forgot to bring my bone folder out, so I'm just going to use my block as my bone folder. Not suggested to do that, but it does the job for now, so don't waste your time. Okay, we're going to do some gorgeous embossing today, so this is a lot of fun. So what you'll need before you emboss is you will need your embossing buddy, and it's a good idea to rub it over the top of your card stock base or your panel, whatever you wish to use, and this reduces the static on there. So when you want to emboss something, the image will come out exactly where you want it and not have little specks here and there. So I'm just going to ink up the thank you with some Versamark ink. So I'll just quickly ink that up. Okay, and I'm just going to ink that up right in the middle of the card base. So there's no layers to this card, so I'll just quickly layer that on, and I'll just keep that on there for a few seconds to make sure that all of the image goes on. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see that thank you. Yeah, there you go. And that's just a watermark ink, and it's sticky, so we're going to do some magic here. I'm going to get some silver embossing powder. I have mine in a container with a plastic spoon, and what I do is I just spoon it in there, and that way the mess is just contained to my container. So I'll just put some powder on there now, silver emboss powder. And I'm just going to flick the excess off. Okay, so I'll pop this away. And I'm going to heat up my heat tool. So if your volume is high, turn it down because this is going to get very loud. So I'm just going to heat up my heat tool just for a few seconds to make sure it's really hot. Okay, I'm just going to start heating the embossing powder now. So it'll go from a powder to a very shiny, you see it's starting to turn. Bring it up closer so you can see that. You can see that. It's like magic. Love it. So as you can see, it is now a shiny powder. That looks fantastic on its own, doesn't it? It's beautiful. But I'm going to emboss some more. So I'll just let that dry, so let that cool down for a couple of seconds, a few seconds. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to reapply my embossing buddy over the top, because we're going to do some more embossing but in a different colour. And I'm going to grab that image that I showed you earlier from the Botanical Bloom set, and that's that one over there. I'm going to ink that up with some Versamark. And we're just going to do just a couple here and there. Okay, so that will be enough there. And now I'm going to get my white embossing powder, and I'm going to pop that on there. So as you can see, the powder falls off quite easily. So then do that here too. And I've got one more area there. So now I've got some white embossing powder. I'm just going to quickly emboss this. Burning my fingers off. Okay, so that's all embossed and it turned out really beautiful. Okay, so I'll just let that cool down. And oh dear, battery's flashing again. Okay, I'll just switch this off for a second and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. For some reason, I don't know why, but my battery drained very quickly. I had 2 bars, so I thought I had more than enough time to start filming the whole video, and then it just quickly drained. So anyway, I've got it all plugged in, so it's ready to go. So here's the card base. So you've got white embossed bits there, and you've got the thank you. Beautiful in itself, but I'm going to add some elements to it. So I'm going to bring up my Big Shot platform to start with, and I'm going to cut with my Soft Sky cardstock. I'm going to get my Swirly Scribbles Thinlits, and I'm going to use this image here. So I'm just going to cut just a section of it. I'm not going to cut all of it, but I'm just going to cut up to about there. Then I'm going to get my, let's see, my pink pirouette cardstock, and I'm going to use my Botanical Builders Framelits here, and I'm going to cut out some flowers. I'm going to cut out a little one here, I'm not exactly sure exactly what I'm going to use. I'm just kind of just having a feel for what I think would look nice. So I'm just going to use that for now, and I'm going to put that through the Big Shot. So I'll just grab my Big Shot now and crank that through. So do that again, and there. Now, position that better so I don't waste cardstock. There we go, position that over there. Every scrap counts. So just do that. And crank that through it again. I did it twice because I'm not using the precision base plate. I'll just leave that here. So I'll just take out the flower, which is, oh, isn't that beautiful? So I've got that, and I've got this element here as well, which is beautiful. And I'm going to grab now my Calypso Coral, and I'm going to get my Botanical Builder Framelits dies again, and I'm going to use this big one over here. Oops. I'm going to use that big one, and I've got a strip here of Whisper White, so I'm going to put that over there. Might go on this end for that one, and I'm going to use this middle part of the, like they're called the stamens of the middle of the flower. So I'm going to crank that through the Big Shot. Oh, and a couple of little flowers as well, so do that one, and another one. Trying to do as many passes, as little passes as possible with as many dies on there, just so that we don't sit there and just do die cutting the whole time. So we'll just do our little elements. And we'll go pass it through again. Okay. Oh, and this sandwich is the Big Shot platform, thin die adapter, and the 2 cutting plates. So that's what I used today. So that cut out nicely. And that cut out great. And this cut out beautifully. Okay. So I'll take that away. I keep sometimes a little skewer. If I don't bring my die brush with me, I have a little bamboo skewer in my die set, and then that way I just poke this through. It's like having a little pokey tool, and it just sits there the whole time, so I don't forget, you know, and I don't go backwards and forwards. So I'll just take that die out, and that came out very easily. I just did a small poke. Isn't that beautiful? And poke out this little one. And that's another beautiful die too. I love that. And this is my little one. Gorgeous. Okay, so these are all the elements. Okay, now I'm just going to bring back the card base. And we're just going to start arranging all those little die cuts all over. So I was thinking of putting this about up there. So I'll just get some glue, and I'll just put a little bit of glue in those areas, and I'll just pop that down. Not over the thank you would be helpful. So I'll just pop that there. Okay, and then I'm going to put this flower down here. So I'll just pop some glue just in the middle there. Now you'll say, oh, there's bits overhanging. Not to worry, we're going to cut off those bits. And this we're just going to pull up, and I'll put some glue right down there, pop that over here. And pop this here. That one I'll just put the pink pirouette flower there, just there. I don't know if I'll put that there. Maybe like that. Yeah, I think I will. Okay. Let's just put some glue just along the base of that flower, and I've just pulled it up a little bit. Okay. Now just grab my scissors, and they fell behind the table as I was filming this. I got them out. Okay. And we're just going to trim off the edges. So we'll flatten that, just trim. Okay. And do the same on this side. Okay, and for this flower I'm going to leave that, I'm not going to trim that one off. So that was my vision. All done now. Yeah, it's kind of very different to what I've done before, but I really like it. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. I hope you like it as well. And yeah, it's just fun using products that are both in the annual catalogue and in the celebration catalogue. If you love that thank you, and I mean, when you have a thank you as big as that, you don't really have that much more to do on the outside of that card. So it's a very, very handy and makes, you know, making cards so easy. Love that thank you. It's nice and big, and it takes up good room, you know, on your card too. So you can use that as a focal image as well, and you have stuff around it. So anyway, that's my vision. I hope you all like it. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Just leave a comment in below this video, and I'm more than happy to answer you. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.